Hey folks, this is Coby with CobyWright.com, and I want to thank everyone for showing up tonight. And we're going to do something really cool tonight, and I'm actually going to be giving away an hour of personal coaching at the end of the call. So if you stick around, if you can put up with me for an hour, then I will give you an hour one-on-one, okay? That is assuming you want it, which I assume you will. Now, tonight we're going to be going over some stuff that may be basic to some of y'all, but others I think it's going to help quite a bit. And I'm just going to kind of go over, we're going to start with in the beginning and what exactly you need to do and how you even go about making money online. So we're going to start with choosing a niche. And okay, sorry to top that. Apparently my fingers and my mouth can't go at the same time. So first of all, when you're choosing a niche, it's something that a lot of people always struggle with. And really, let me back up. In order to make money online, it really only takes a few things. Okay, you need to pick a niche, and then you need to find an offer in that niche, and then you need to drive traffic to it. That's pretty much the basics. Find an offer and drive traffic to it, right? I mean, that's putting it simple, but you have a lot of people struggle with just starting with, well, I don't even know what niche to pick. And so if you don't even know what niche you're going to be in, then you have nowhere to go, right? So how do you go about choosing a niche? Well, there's a lot of controversy when it comes to choosing a niche. A lot of people say go with what you like. Other people say go where the money is. Now, I really don't think one way is better than the other, but it does depend on what you like. Okay. Now, once I brought this up, and one of the people that were on the call said, "Well, I'm interested in crocheting and knitting, but I don't think that would be a very popular topic." And now, see, I would think that wouldn't be either, but since now that I'm a marketer and I have my brain works a different way now that I've trained it to work a different way, I said, well, let's go and look. And so, you know what? Let's do that right now. I'm going to show you. But now, if you like something like, making underwater baskets or, something like that, or, how to make ornaments out of dog turds or something, then it might not be a very profitable niche. So here's what I do, though, whenever I'm deciding on what I want to do on a niche. If I'm deciding on a new niche, or if I was to pick a new niche, this is exactly what I would do. Whenever I'm helping people to find out if I think a niche is profitable, this is what I do. First thing I do is I go and Google's keyword tool, and of all the times that I've used this, you would think that I would know what the URL is, but I don't, and I think Firefox is hanging up on me here. Yeah, it looks like we might, oh, there it goes. It's taking its time. We have to switch to Internet Explorer. Anyways, click on this. And what I do is I go to Google keyword tool, and I just click, or just put it in there and see what kind of searches it gets. Now, but just because it's getting searches doesn't mean it's profitable, but we'll get to that in a second. First, let's just see if it has searches. And since we're talking about crocheting, let's just go with that. Crochet and knitting. Crochet, knitting. And I don't know what else goes with that, so I don't even know if those two are related, but I think they are. So, and hopefully I get this thing right. Okay. Now, looky here. Crochet. Low. This says the competition is low. Look at the global searches. 7.4 million? Yeah, 6 zeros. Million. Knitting. Competition low. Global searches 4.9 million. Local searches 2.2 million and 1.8 million. Now, I don't know if this is something you want to get into, but if you want to look into a new niche, there you go. Now, obviously, this looks profitable. So, just looking at the keyword searches, this is profitable. And I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. Most of them that you search, you're not going to get lucky like this and hit a gold mine. This is kind of like a little gold mine. But me personally, I would probably never go into this niche because it's just something that I'm not passionate about or that I can really get into. Now, so that takes us to the second part of it. You need to go where the money's at, but you also need to go where where you're going to be able to, produce content and where you're going to be able to hang around. So let's put that in here. Choosing a niche. and it's going to be red. I'll change the color of the font in a minute. 1, it needs to be profitable. 2, you need to like it somewhat. And I'll change that font too. That's hard to read. There we go. Let's do this. Let's take off the underline. Oops. Let's make it black. There we go. So let's assume though that you do like crocheting, okay, and knitting. And like I said, I wouldn't go into that, but if I had someone that was interested in that, then that might be something that I could work with. I could help them market it, but they would have to do all the content and stuff. So that might be a JV possibility if you are an experienced marketer. But if you're starting out and you don't like crocheting, well, then obviously it wouldn't work. But let's go back to Google, and I'll show you how you find out if it's profitable. First of all, let's put in affiliate program and crochet. Secret of Crochet Master revealed affiliate program. Interweave affiliate program. Affiliate program freecrochet.com. Wow. There's a lot of affiliate programs, it looks like, or products that you can promote in this niche. And I think when I looked it up too, there was a lot of forums. So let's go and see if there's any forums. Crochet forums. Yeah, crochetville.org, crochetme.com/forums. So look, there's a lot of forums. This could be an easy niche to break into, but then again, it might be already dominated. But I think that this would be a really good niche for a beginner, especially someone or someone who's experienced in internet marketing who wanted to go into another niche. Because look at all these forums. Look at all these forums. If I was going to go into this niche, that's where I would focus, because that's how I built my internet marketing business, was through forum marketing, through the Warrior Forum. So I would start at Crochetville, and I would go each one of these forums. I would sign up, and I would start learning and contributing and giving back, and I would have a link for that site leading back to a squeeze page that was giving away like some patterns, or whatever free stuff that people that are into crocheting like, and I would collect their names and start, and so I would send them blog posts, and then I would send them stuff, all those affiliate programs we just showed. And I bet you, I didn't even think about this, Amazon, there's probably a ton of stuff you can promote at Amazon, and you can promote a lot of stuff. Here's a good site if I was going to promote stuff in the crocheting niche. It's Commission Junction, cj.com. This would be the first one that I would go to personally to try to find products. And the reason is Commission Junction, they sponsor a lot of big stores like Walmart. Walmart's one of the ones that I use the most here. And they also do a lot of sporting goods stores. They do pretty much anything that you can't find on Amazon, you can find here. And there's actually some sites of mine that I have where they're Amazon sites, but like one site in particular, I'm promoting a certain type of mountain bike, and I didn't have that particular model at Amazon. And I did a review on it because I owned the bike, and so I could obviously do a really good review on it. And then I went to Amazon to get my link, and I'm like, holy crap, it's not even here. So I came to Commission Junction, and I promoted it through Walmart. And so I was able to do it that way. And the payout's about the same at Amazon. It's like 4% or something at Walmart. Of course, it's going to be different for other stores. So now you got your niche, and I'm already kind of leading into the second part, which after you pick your niche, you need to set up a way to capture leads. Obviously, you need a blog, but you more importantly need a squeeze page of some sort. You need some variation of a squeeze page, okay? A blog or a website where you can put your content. And you need a squeeze page to capture leads. And this can be, at the very least, you need an opt-in form on the sidebar, of your blog. But I would recommend putting a squeeze page as the main domain. This is what I've done a lot of times, is I will put the squeeze page, like, if you go to www.listbuildingecourse.com, which is one of my sites, you can see it's just a squeeze page. But if you add /blog to the end, there's the blog. Well, after you get through all of my exit pops. There you go. And so it's a blog that's got just content on it. So that's how I would do that. I would set up a crochet blog. It would be whatever, I would try to get crochet somewhere in the domain. So like, well, I was about to go, maybe Crochetville was that one, something catchy, and then I would add /blog, and I put a blog or whatever my content is here so that I could get, maybe rank in the search engine and stuff, and then I would want my main page to be a lead capture page. Of course, not everyone is going to like this model, so if you don't, I understand, but if I were to start over, that's the way that I would do it. Now, obviously, I don't do it on CobyWright.com, but if I were to start over today, I would. So, okay, so now you've got your niche, and you've got your blog set up. Does everybody know how to set up a blog and a squeeze page? I'm assuming. Well, we don't really have time to go through that, but it's really easy to set up a WordPress blog. You can do it if you have HostGator. There's actually a little smiley face inside of your deal. It's called Fantasco. You can click it and install it, or you can actually do a manual install by going to WordPress.org after you get through all my exit pops, and you can download it right here, and it's very, very easy to install. All you have to do is set up an SQL database, which I think that's actually supposed to be called MySQL database, and you set up a username and password for that, which I know that sounds hard, but it's really not. And then you just get that information, you write it down with the password, and then you literally just put in after you install this on your domain, all you would do is FTP it, or you could unzip it using your control panel, and then you would go to your domain. Let's say that if your domain was WordPress.org and you're putting it on a blog on the domain or the folder blog, then it would be WordPress.org/blog/install.php, I believe. But whenever you go to the web, if you just went to WordPress.org/blog after you install WordPress, it'll tell you need to install it. Click here, and then you just literally just follow the instructions. It'll tell you put the database username here, do this and that. It's very, very simple. You can set up literally in a couple minutes. The first time it may seem daunting, but it's really easy once you get the hang of it. So you got your blog up, you got a squeeze page up, and by the way, if you're just too much, you can go to Fiverr and have someone will install WordPress for you for $5, and I mean it's literally worth $5 to not even have to mess with it. So if it's going to take you more than 30 minutes to do it, then go to Fiverr and pay somebody. And the same way with the squeeze page, literally they can crank one out for you in 5 minutes. And actually, let me give you all a link. I'll put this for those of you who need a squeeze page. I'm gonna put this. It's CobyWright.com/downloads. I'll put this in the chat box too. This is they're very simple and plain, but they work very well. I think this is the URL. So I'll put that in the box for y'all. Let me double check and see if it works. Yep, that's the one. So that's a little 4-pack of squeeze pages, little plain ones. That'll help you get set up there. So you got a blog, you got your squeeze page, so you can collect leads. Obviously, we don't have time to show you how to put Aweber and stuff through there, but there's videos all over YouTube that can show you how to do that, and there's videos on my blog that can show you how to do that as well. So you've got your niche, you've got your blog up, you've got your squeeze page, you're collecting leads. Now you want to start promoting stuff. Well, I showed you how to find affiliate programs, so we're going to stick with the crochet niche. Crochet affiliate programs. So let's say we just start with the first one, Secrets of a Croquet Mastery Revealed Affiliate Program. So let's click on that and see. Okay, you will see up to 54% commission. Is this through? I don't want to opt in, but well, yeah, let's opt in. Okay. Become an affiliate. There you go. There's all the banners and stuff you can put on your blog. And they're not bad looking banners. I mean, for being crochet, I mean, they're not too bad. That one's kind of eye-catching. I mean, it's kind of funny because it has an old woman on it, you know. But these are actually this banner right here would probably get a lot of clicks simply because people aren't used to seeing an old woman on the side of their page, you know. And I'm not anything against that old woman, but she kind of makes you look twice. Whereas this woman is just kind of a normal woman. You just kind of glance over it. Now the one with the red hair, you'd probably notice that. So that'd be another good one to use too. The red hair and the red hat kind of sticks out. So let's go back and let's read on their affiliate program. Oh yeah, it's through ClickBank. Oh, that's cool. So it says recommend you to your email list or visitors and make up to $19 for every sale. All I like to do is send us visitors. You get paid. Commissions are paid through ClickBank. Cool. So that'd be easy to do. For those of you who don't know how to use ClickBank, it's very easy to use. You just literally put in your ID and then the hop and stuff, and you're ready to go. Like this. This is what a ClickBank link looks like. Your ID, ClickBank ID, your ClickBank ID, dot the vendor's ID, dot hop, dot net, dot hop, dot clickbank, dot net. That's what it would look like. And I'm gonna glance the questions and see what we got. Cool. Joyce said, oh, awesome. I didn't even realize. Joyce said, Coby, I still have very much difficulty choosing a niche. Can you spend some time on this? Thanks, Joyce. Yes, Joyce, that's awesome. I hadn't even looked at your question, and we got to it. Cool. Awesome. Let me go scroll. Still looking. Frank said, as Facebookers aren't known to be buyers, what are some of the better niches to promote on Facebook? P.S. You are coming clear. On Facebook, I don't really promote a lot of stuff on Facebook, simply because I had my last Facebook account closed, simply because they said I was using a fake name, which I wasn't. I wasn't even really promoting stuff on there. So I don't really put a lot of stock in Facebook. But I would think this crochet niche, Frank, would be a good one to promote on Facebook because I could see, I mean, if I was going to promote something on Facebook, if I was going to try something new with Facebook, I would give this crochet niche a go or something similar to this because that seems, I've always been told with Facebook to promote niches that people would defend, meaning like if they were at a bar fight and someone said, hey, crocheting's stupid, if someone would stand up and say, which I guess crocheting doesn't really fit this, at least in my opinion, if someone would stand up and say, crochet is not stupid, and would consider getting in a bar fight with them, then that would be a niche that that you should pursue. Now, in my opinion, I wouldn't think crocheting would fit that simply because I would never see myself getting so crazy over crocheting, but that might fit to some people. So that one to me would seem like one that would be good on Facebook because people get around, they talk about crocheting and whatever they talk about, but I could see very easily how products would come up in the conversation and you can promote them. But then again, I know very little about Facebook, and I always the first to say that I don't put a lot of stock in Facebook. But crocheting or a similar niche seems like one that I would pursue. I've always told to use the if they would fight over it. Now let's see. Dennis said if you're getting louder, I have to turn most stuff down. Awesome. Joe said he still had work to do. No problem, Joe. I know you're busy. Thanks for stopping in. Frank said, oh, that was about the free hot dog turds. Brewster said, why don't you have an AdWords account in Google, then you don't have to do the capture and the keyword tool. Well, if you have an AdWords account with Google, then it actually, you still use the keyword tool. It just lets you search more searches. You get up to 500 instead of 100. And me personally, I've had two AdWords accounts banned. Oh, someone said Sue and Logan said I was cutting out. Am I okay now? I see Doug was asking for the link for the list building e-course. It's actually an e-course, Doug. It's not really a book, even though I know it's got a book on it. There you go. Put that in there. Stan said Fiverr is. Oh, Drew asked, can you also use a subdomain? Yes, Drew, you sure can. You absolutely can. If you don't want to put your squeeze page, if you don't want to put your squeeze page on the main domain, or you don't want to put your blog on a subdirectory like /blog, and actually I've done this. Let me show you. freeplrcourse.cobywright.com, I think. Yep, there you go. Of course, it redirected, but so you can see I've done that as well. So you can do it just however you like. It just depends on what your preference is. Back to the questions. I lost my question box. Yeah, here it is. George said, I Coby rock as usual. Great idea. Your fan forever, George. Thank you, sir. Stan said, I fought in a bar over crochet. Got my sweater torn. Oh, that's great. No problem, Dill. You made it. You made it. We're still going good. Awesome. Yes, a lot clearer now. Cool. AdWords can be banned, but you can still use the keyword tool. Yeah, Scott's right. I can still log into my AdWords account and use the keyword tool, but it just gives me more searches. And really, whenever I'm just looking to figure out if I want to do the niche or not, really 100 is more than enough. So, but yeah, Scott's right. I could log in to AdWords right now if I wanted to. Oh, Donna asked why I was banned. I was banned for the same reason pretty much all internet marketers get banned, and that's for sending traffic to a squeeze page. They don't like that. And more specifically, that squeeze page that I just showed you, where was it? This one right here? Squeeze pages like this. I think this was actually one of the squeeze pages that got my second account banned, simply because there's no content on them, so they perceive these as having zero value. Now, there is a way around it, so if I was going to go and try to use AdWords again, I would be a little bit smarter about it. And actually what you need to do is set this up just like I have, where you have the squeeze page right here at the top, but then what you want to do is put like an like an article underneath it. So you put like a good 500 to 1,000 word article underneath it, and then put your opt-in form again at the very bottom. So that way it actually is content, and it's really kind of like an extended blog post with an opt-in form at the top and an opt-in form at the bottom. That will work, and that will get you by. And also make sure that you have, as you can see, this page has no links at all on it. Make sure that you have links to disclaimers. Make sure you have a link to a blog, to something that has a lot of content. Make sure you have the privacy policy links, all those links that you got to have. Make sure that they're in there, because they'll look for all that stuff. Right. Market Secrets blogger said the way to get around that is using a squeeze page with blog post snippets at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. Peter asked, can you use these niches with Kindle, or don't you do Kindle? I've done Kindle. I have a few books on Kindle, but I haven't put a lot of effort into it, and I don't see why. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could absolutely. Let's go to. That's a great question. Since we were talking about promoting crochet Amazon stuff to people on your crochet list, once you built a list, let's see. Kindle crochet. Let's see what comes up. Well, I just misspelled it. There you go. Let's try that. And look, there's books right here. $3.99, $1.99, $2.99. If I was going to sell one on Kindle, I would probably price it at like $7. I'd probably do I'd put it higher than these books so that it had a higher perceived value. And because $3.99, I mean, really, if someone's going to buy a $3.99 book, they'll buy a $6.99 book. And it'll probably be really easy to outrank these. And I'm just now, I'm working on some stuff now on the ranking. I don't know if it works yet, so I'm not going to really tell y'all. But if it does work, I'll definitely let you know. So as a Kindle publisher myself, I only have 2 books up, and they're on list building. So and I put them at 99 cents because I was just trying to use them for lead generation. If I was going to go back and get serious about Kindle, I would start pricing books around the $7 to $9 range, maybe like $4.99 for, and I definitely think that the Fight For niches would be great for Kindle as well, because I think that that's something that if people are looking for stuff on Facebook, then they're probably looking for it to buy and read on their Kindle. So I think that's a great question, Peter. Drew asked if I use Google Ad Planner. No, I don't, and I've actually haven't even heard about it. Let's see what other questions. Neil asked, would it be worth making your squeeze page as your header on a WP blog? Yes, definitely, absolutely. And the only reason I haven't done that on my personal blog is because I never found a theme I liked that had an opt-in in the header. And now I'm just too lazy to change my theme. But yes, absolutely. If you can find and that would be another way to get around it as well. Getting a blog that had the really huge header with an opt-in form in it. That would be pretty much the same thing. That would work great as well. Okay, let me get back on track here. Okay, let me recap. We chose a niche, and we decided we were going to use the Fight For method, and with Stan's help, we decided that people do fight for the crocheting. You're going to put up a blog or a website of some sort to add your content to. This is basically for the search engines, and also so that you can post. Well, I'll get to that. And you're going to put a squeeze page. And so now you've found stuff to promote. And now what do you do to start getting traffic? Well, now we need to start generating traffic, right, so that we can build our squeeze page. Well, this is where your blog is going to come into play. So now we need to start adding content to our blog. And it went back to the black, or the red. Let's see if it'll stick on the black. There we go. Add content to blog. And at the end of every post that you make, you're going to link to an affiliate product or to your squeeze page. Okay? And a great example of that is my blog. Nearly every post on there links to a squeeze page or to a product. But you don't see a lot of advertisement on the side and stuff. And that's, I want people to actually read it. So now where do we get the content for your blog? Well, if we are following the Fight For, idea that that's something that somebody's going to fight for, this is where you need to like it comes into play. Okay? Because if you like the niche, if you're somewhat interested in it, then creating the content will be pretty easy, and you'll probably be able to do it yourself just by sitting down and thinking and writing. If you're worried about the grammar and all that, don't. Just bang it out and do what you got to do and get it done. Don't try to make it perfect, okay? But if it's something that you're not interested in and you're just looking at it for the money and you just want to go into it because the money is there, well, then you're going to have to outsource it, right? So, outsource it or get some type of PLR. Both of these are hard and easy to do, okay? It's easy to outsource, but it's also hard to outsource. It's easy to find PLR, but it's also hard to find PLR because it's easy to do both, but it's also hard to find good outsource and it's hard to find good PLR. But if you do your digging, you can, like I already mentioned, Fiverr.com is a great source for outsourcers, and a few sites for PLR, GoCoby.com, /PLR, that's Kevin Fahey's, GoCoby.com /assassin, and the guy that I buy all of my PLR articles from is Daniel Flower, and that is, if I can get it in here, dang, GoCoby.com /Dan. There we go. So that's some places where you can get PLR articles. If you don't have the budget to spend on purchasing PLR, then do a search on Google. You'll find out some stuff. Even if it's not very good, if you find enough of it, you can read it and use it as research, okay? Sometimes the grammar and stuff is very, very terrible. So use it for research. A lot of times I'll take a PLR product and I'll go through it, and actually after I go through it, it just gives me enough ideas to start writing, my own, because normally by the time I go through it and start correcting everything, I'll get about a quarter of the way through and correcting stuff, and I'm like, I just give up and I'll just rewrite the whole thing myself. So do it that way. If you know, because a lot of people are hesitant about using PLR because they think the quality might be low. Put it into your own words to make the quality good. Excuse me. You can also go and do a combination of the two. Have a outsourcer rewrite your PLR, so it'll be a little bit cheaper than having them just straight out write them. But to be honest, I mean, you can go and have you can have a good 5-10 articles wrote, really good ones for $5 or $10 a piece, and have like really amazing content. You know, I mean, good enough for your niche site. So you spend $100 and you have 10 blogs or 10 blog posts. Okay, so let's say you do that. Either you outsource or you create 10 blog posts. So we get our 10 blog posts. We got 10 articles, which we're going to use for blog posts. Okay. So also I just said what we're gonna do is we're gonna post them one at a time, one a day. Okay. One article at a time per day. And so auto write. Let's fix my spacing here. Okay. After you write your blog post, or after you get your article and you post it to your blog with a link to your affiliate product, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your blog post and you're going to go to Open Office like I'm using here. You're going to click File, choose Export as PDF, make sure it's clicked as a tagged PDF, and click Export. Again, and then that's going to turn into a PDF. If you're using Microsoft Word, you can just save it as a PDF. Now, make sure you have your links and everything, hyperlinked and all that. And what this is going to do is it's going to turn it into a PDF. And now that you have a PDF, I want you to go to all the document sharing sites, such as docstock.com. Okay, and I want you to submit your PDF. And of course, you need to set up your blog so that it pings. Actually, your blog is automatically set up to ping once you submit the content. So you don't have to ping your blog. But after you submit your PDF to DocStock, you need to go to all the other document sharing sites that you can find. You need to go to pingomatic.com. And another site that you can use is bulkping, B-U-L-K, ping.com. And Pingomatic is the one that I used to use for a long time before I found bulkping. And all you're going to do is you would put in your blog here. In this case, you would say, where it says blog name, you put in your keyword. In this case, we put in like crochet patterns or something, whatever our keyword would be that we're targeting. And then for blog homepage, you put in the URL for your blog homepage, obviously, or for your blog post URL.com. And then we're right here, you're going to put the RSS feed for the blog, which if you don't set it up, it would be the blog's name /feed as the default feed location for RSS feed location for WordPress. Now, if you use bulkping.com, it's really cool, and I'll let you just look at it yourself because it's got a lot of stuff that I can't even go over. You can do it right here. The fast index gives you a lot of backlinks. Use RSS feed generator, but basically after you ping it, you're going to take that URL that you just pinged, and then you can go to bulk ping and you click up here to where it says RSS feed generator creator, and then click this out. That's part of their advertising, I guess. And then you'd fill in all this with the link, or you put in your keyword here, crochet, whatever, crochet patterns, whatever the keyword it is that you're targeting, your URL. And then, you fill in all this, and then your links here, you would put the link for each one of the URL for each one of your documents at each one of the document sharing sites, okay? So you'd have like 5 or 10 links in here, and then you just click create RSS feed. And what it does is creates an RSS feed. And if you don't know what an RSS feed is, don't worry, because I'm a tech idiot. I don't really know what they are exactly, but basically it's kind of like a little electronic version of your blog that it sends it out, and other blogs can read it, and they can redistribute it and repost it on their blogs. And I don't really know how to explain it, but I know that it gets me a lot of backlinks, and it gets me my sites moved up, and it gets them indexed really quickly, and it gets me traffic. So I would do that, And then after it does that, it gives you the option to submit it. So you can click over here on the free submission tool, free RSS submission tool, and then you can submit that RSS URL that it gives you after it creates one to, I think this is like 20 or 30 sites, submit it to them automatically. So it's kind of like article directories. Okay? So did you, I hope everybody followed me there. I know I went through it really quickly, but let me put it here on the screen. So turn article into PDF, submit to document sharing sites, ping URLs, turn URLs into RSS feed, submit RSS feed to RSS directories. Okay, now what this is going to do is this is going to get all of your articles and your blog post. First of all, it's going to get your blog post indexed. It's going to build backlinks to it, and it's going to get you some traffic. Now, you're not going to get a lot of views on these document sharing sites, maybe like 5, 10 a day, but they add up. Okay, if you have 10 PDFs at 10 sites, I mean that could be 100 views a day. If you do that every single day, it's going to add up because the views are going to keep coming. They're not going to stop. So now if you've done that, you take and you do the exact same thing, repeat it I usually do 3 article directory sites. And 3 that I use are eZineArticles.com, GoArticles.com, and Articles Dashboard. I think that's what it is. I always get that one wrong, because I don't use this one all the time. The main 2 I use are GoArticles.com and eZineArticles.com. GoArticles.com is my favorite because it's like it's instant approval, pretty much. They get approved really, really fast. And okay, so you're going to repeat that and do the same thing with each of those. And then once you're done with all those, I want you to go back and bookmark everything. And I use SocialMonkey to do this. But there's lots of other places you can use to social bookmark your stuff. Okay, I could spend an hour on that. And then you repeat the process again with your URLs for your social bookmarking sites. Okay, so what you're doing is kind of building like a big link wheel of RSS feeds and backlinks and stuff, and it really helps start getting your traffic going and your sites ranked. So we do all that, and we got the traffic coming in. So let's back up. We chose a niche. We set up a blog with a squeeze page. We start adding content to our blog. And we're doing an article a day. We're turning it into a PDF. We're submitting it to a document sharing site. We're also submitting it to all the article directories. And then we're pinging our URLs. We're turning our URLs into RSS feeds. We're submitting our RSS feeds to RSS feed directories. And then you're doing the exact same thing for your articles, like I just said. And then you're going to bookmark everything using your favorite social bookmarking tool. Okay, so now you've got traffic coming, and the key to this is to keep doing this every single day, and eventually, hopefully, you can outsource it, and that just keeps your traffic coming and coming and coming. So now that you've done this, the whole time that you're doing this, you need to be finding products that you can promote. Now, how do you find the right product? Now, I already told you how to find the products, but once you decide, then how do you know if it's a good product to promote? That one is kind of hard to say, and that's where it comes into knowing your niche. If you're in the crochet niche and you know about crocheting, then you can just buy the product and you'll know if it's a good product. But if you're not, then it's kind of hard. You're just going to kind of have to base it on reviews and by gut, and sometimes you'll pick a bad one, and so it's kind of hard to say what's the right offer and what's not. All you can look at is really you're going to have to buy the product and go through it yourself and look what other people are saying about it and look and see, what really, if there's people complaining about it, and you can check sites like scam.com and see what people are saying. Let me look at the questions, see what you got over here. Chuck and Sue mentioned pingler.com is another one. Yes, that's another one you can use. It works great. Frank asked if I could suggest other PDF sites. I can. There's udo.com. which is YUDU, issue.com, which is ISSUU.com, Calameo, which is CALAMEO. I believe that's how you spell it. Yep, right there. What's another one? Scribd, obviously, is one. DocsDoc is another one. Google Docs is one. So that's about all I can think of off the top of my head. That's a bunch that you should be able to use. And a couple of people are saying RSS stands for really simple syndication. Let's see. Someone said they never heard of Social Monkey. Let us take a sneak peek at it, and is it free? Social Monkey does have a free option. Let me see if I can log in here. They have, I think they now have 3 options, but they do have a free one that gives you 25 bookmarks a day. Let me log in here. Oops, I'm on the wrong form. Okay. I guess I could give you all my affiliate link. There you go. And actually that was in the wrong box, so that won't even be clickable. Let me put it in the other box. I just realized the other URL didn't go to everybody, it only went to one person. Let me put it back here. It's for the squeeze pages. Okay, with Social Monkey, the way it works is there's actually a little plugin that you can add on to Firefox. Let me show you me add on the add-on bar here. Let me turn this video off. It's playing in my ear and bugging me. But if you look, see it puts a little bitty monkey head right down here. I'll show you how it works. And this is the back end. You can do the same thing from the back end by going to where is it? Submit right here. And then you put in your URL, and it supports spin tags. But I'm going to show you how it works in real time. Because if it's all set up, then it'll actually pull the tags and stuff from it. So let's click on this first one, how to get this first video here, how to get more clicks for ad swap partners. And let's say I want to bookmark it. All I do is click over here on this monkey head. It's going to tell me to log in even though I'm logged in. So let me pause the screen here and log in. And GoToWebinar is right where I need it to be. It's always in the way. Right, let's log in again. Okay, now I just click the monkey and I go submit URL. And so it brings up this screen which looks just like the one that we were just looking at. So it already has my information pre-filled. Now I would have to go back in here and add the spin tags. Or I don't think it'll let me submit it without doing that, but let's assume we did and we'll try and see if it does let me. You would go down here, and if you don't, I have an upgraded account. I think if you refer 12 people, you can get an upgraded account for free. Then they recently added this elite account or something, which I guess gives you 150. Once you go up to the level that I'm at, you get to submit to 100 sites 3 times a day. In the beginning, for a free account, you get 25 sites a day. So you get 25 bookmarks a day. So you get one URL for 25 times, submitted to 25 sites. So I would choose the business category, and you can choose how long you want it to drip feed. You can do it for 3 days all the way up to 14. Let's just do 3. I'd say submit to 100 sites. Please don't use dashes in the title field. Okay, so let me go back and fix that. See what else I can get away with. I need at least 160 characters in the description field. Okay, I'll go down there and hit enter. At least 160 characters in the description field. Let's add some more text here. Normally I would have spin tags here and it would take up more than enough room. Let's see if it works. It lets me do it. I guess I could, no it's not. There you go, cool. So it worked, and now it's saying that this URL has already been submitted, and it's saying that because I just submitted it. That doesn't mean that it didn't work. It went into their queue. So let's go back over here. I'm going to show you the reports. I think I'll have some reports on there that I've done recently, hopefully, if I can show you. This is really cool when you have an upgraded account. And this one's not done yet, no. This one needs a date. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I got some down here that are done. So what I do is I would take, I'd go to View Report. That's all the RSS. At first, I'm going to right-click on this image, and I'm going to copy link location. That's copying the RSS feed. But first, I'll show you what it looks like. See, this is what the RSS feed looks like. Just basically a bunch of links. That's all the links to all the bookmarks it did for me. So I would now take that link. First, I would go over here, and let me see what that was about. Gig Scraper. So I would type in Gig Scraper. I'd put in the URL right there for the RSS feed as both the blog page and as the RSS feed. And I would click here to check all and send pings. Boom. All those are just pinged. Now we'll go over to bulk ping and do the same thing. I'll go to, or not, well, I wouldn't ping it again. I'm going to go to the RSS feed generator creator. Enter my keyword here, Gig Scraper. The URL right here. And this is going to take I guess actually this is already an RSS feed. I don't need to create one. I'm sorry. Let me just go over to the submit tool. We can skip that step. I'm sorry, because we already have an RSS feed. So I'll put the RSS there. The title is going to be Gig Scraper. Site URL, same thing. Email ID, put in my email. Description, Gig Scraper, WSO review. Okay, and submit. So there you go. You can see that in action. The RSS feed submitter, so you can see it just boom, 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 submitted to all those RSS directories real quick. And this one always lags for some reason. The weblog a lot. So that's the benefit of having the upgraded account at SocialMonkey is you get all this already in an RSS feed. And another feed directory that I like to submit to is feedag.com, which is feedagg.com. You just click on Add Feed and do everything like we just did. All right, so we're getting close to the hour, and I think I've covered just about everything. Let me see. Let me go over these questions and see what I've missed. Yep, Stan said the monkey is free. Can he shoot the monkey? The monkey is still talking on the other tab. Oh, I think I exited out. Yeah. Oh, I put in the wrong email. It'll be okay. That still work. Yeah, I did put in Yahoo. So Yahoo. That still worked. It'll be all right. So, all right, cool. Yes, Donna, this is being recorded. Yes, ma'am. And as long as my computer doesn't crash here in the next 10 or 15 minutes, we should be okay. Well, we're nearing our hour. So if there's any more, let me go back and make sure. That's pretty much it. You got your offer, you got your niche, and you've got your traffic. Now, of course, this is the ways to get free traffic. Of course, there's lots of ways once you start making money that you can reinvest. And that's where we would reinvest in paid traffic, maybe autoresponder or VPS hosting, which is an upgraded hosting. It's kind of like your own server type thing. Maybe web design. Or branch into other niches. But what I would do, if you find a niche that seems to be working for you, especially if you're doing good at getting this free traffic, I would concentrate on reinvesting into paid traffic. Now, if you're in the internet marketing niche, that's easy. That's solo ads, and I'm a big believer in that. I looked yesterday, and for the month of February, alone, I bought 19 solo ads through safe swaps. So that's not the ones counting that I bought outside the safe swaps. That wasn't able to, to just count really easily. So I'm a big believer in paid traffic. So if you find a niche that's working for you, then just start finding ways for paid traffic. Now, of course, if you're in a niche where solo ads aren't really a possibility, then you need to look at stuff like CPV, which is cost per view. And that would be at sites like direct CPV, if I can spell it, .com, and lead impact, similar sites like that. Traffic media, I think is one. Traffic media, is that? I don't want to put that in there. It might not be right. These two are the ones that I use direct CPV, and I've also used that one as well. So now, so that's pretty much it. That's what it takes. I know that seems like a really simple plan, but that's really the gist of it. And there's not really any big secret to internet marketing. That's really all it takes is choosing a niche, making sure that there's people there that can spend money, make sure there's stuff there that they can spend money on, and then it's just putting up a way for them to find you, which is your blog, your website, and then that's a way to just capture them. That's why you need to build the lead, build your list, capture the leads, so that you can send them back to your website, so you can keep promoting to them. I mean, just think. I would imagine if you were in a niche like the crochet niche, where people are just like passionate about this stuff, that your list is going to be a lot more responsive than it would be if you're in a niche like internet marketing. Whereas internet marketing, some people can't even get 6% open rates. I bet if you had a list in the crochet niche, I bet that if you got less than 20% open rates, you'd be like, oh man, this is a terrible email. I just, for some reason, I would think that you would get really high open rates. Of course, I've never been in the crochet niche, so I can't say. Anyway, so we got your page up, you're capturing leads, and then you're just promoting the offers. It's really that simple, and then you're generating traffic back to your offer. And then you just keep repeating the cycle. That's pretty much it. And now, another way that I didn't even mention to generate traffic is in this plan right here is forum marketing. Now, if you're going into a niche like crocheting, and we talked about how many forums there were, you could, man, we saw like 10 forums at least. So like the whole page was filled there. You could spend like 10, 15 minutes in each forum each day making a couple of posts with a link to your site also, and that's getting you a lot of backlink juice. That's going to get people clicking on it, and like if you're giving away like free patterns or something that people in the crochet niche would like for free, they're going to give you their email probably pretty easily. And I mean, once you start getting that list, you literally have traffic, and you just send it, that you can send anywhere you want it anytime. So let's look and see if there's any last questions. They asked, could I copy the page first here? Yeah, you know what? I will this page here, I will turn it into a PDF, and whenever I put the replay up, I'll send this PDF out too. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Scott said he's off to the bar to see if there's anyone dissing his niche. Awesome. Cool. Oh yeah, Marcus Secret. Yeah, great minds think alike. He said the same thing. Upload this doc you're typing in the post so we can download it as sort of a map for future reference. Awesome. Yeah, everybody had that same idea at the same time. Awesome. Cool. Now let's give away the coaching. And give away an hour of free coaching that we can do on the phone or via Skype. And the way I'm going to do it, if y'all have been on any of my webinars before where I did this, I did it kind of a fun way. What I'm going to do is don't start typing it yet. I explain it first. What I will do is I'm going to say, I'm going to have a countdown, and then I'm going to say, type in Coach Me Coby in the let's see, we got 61 people on right now, so 61 people made it to the end. We'll do the 10th person. Okay, so here's the second one. When I count to 3, I'm going to say the 10th person to type in Coach Me Coby is going to get the free hour. Okay, so get ready. Don't type it in yet. You can type it in yet. Just don't hit enter. All right. So on count of 3, the 10th person that types in Coach Me Coby is going to win the free hour. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, go. Coach Me Coby. All right. Oh man, y'all can stop now. We got I think all 60 people just put it in. Wow. Whew. Dang. Let me catch up and count this down. Golly. Wow, y'all flooded the screen. I can't even catch up. Let me go back. That was a great participation. Cool. All right, here we go. George P., you were first. John Collins was second. Rudy, you were third. Dorothy was fourth. Dan Dennis was fifth. Rod, you were sixth. Donna was seventh. Logan was eighth. Mike was ninth. And Ralph Browning, you were 10th. So, Ralph, if you will put your email in the box, and I will get in touch with you after the webinar. And for everybody else, and well, and Ralph too, I got something really cool. Cool, yeah, Ralph put that in there. I'll be sure and write that down. Let me show y'all what I've got for y'all. Now, I decided to do something that I've never done before, and that's because a lot of y'all have been asking me about this, and that's to start up a coaching program or an official one. So far, I was just doing it on a kind of a personal request type deal. So what I decided to do was make it official and start taking some students for real and kind of put like a real package out there so that I could do this and help y'all. So I did it. I've had people pay me a lot more than this, and so it took me a while to decide on a good price. And let me put the link in here, and I'll tell you everything that I'm going to do. First of all, normally I charge $250 for an hour of personal coaching. So if somebody wants to do an hour phone call with me, like the one I just gave away to Ralph, it would cost them $250. And a lot of people will send that to me with PayPal, no problem. A lot of times I'll order 2 or 3 at a time, and we'll do 2 or 3 in a week, or we'll do them over like one every week. So what I decided to do is I wanted to do something similar to that, but I wanted to make it affordable to where it was still within reach for a lot of people, but it was still worth my time, of course. So what I decided to do was do a package of 4 one-hour calls. So that would be $1,000 value there, and then also 2 group coaching sessions, where at the end of the week, or at the end of every other week, the whole group gets together and everyone, like kind of like what I do on Mondays, except there won't be any there won't be any promo. It's completely y'all. Y'all can get on the mic if you want, and we'll literally have like an open mic mastermind. And so if you base that on the $250 an hour, that would be 6 hours. So 6 times 250 is roughly, well, that is $1,500. So the real value is roughly $1,500. But I decided to do for y'all, for the first 10 spots, this is on a dime sale, $497. And that's going to include 4 one-hour calls with me on Skype or my personal cell phone, and then the 2 group coaching sessions. So you get over 6 hours of personal training with me on Skype or on my cell phone, whichever you like. And my cell phone number and my corporate number are listed in the members area that you'll be redirected to after you purchase this. So they're already in there. I put them in there before we started. Now let's go over the questions. Rudy, yes, to answer your question. All right. Market Seekers blogger asked how long till the video and the replay will be available. Normally, I get them out by the next morning. So there should be no reason why it shouldn't be out by the morning. Sometimes I can get out the same night. It just depends on how my computer acts. George, I sent you an email this morning or this afternoon. George P. Rudy, yes. Uh, George is asking about giving away more than one gift on a squeeze page. And I see a lot of people doing this. Me personally, I've only ever done one gift per squeeze page, simply because I guess I'm lazy for one. And to me, it seems like if I'm giving away a lot of them, it seems like it kind of cheapens it to where they're like, oh, I didn't really, well, 5 of them. Why does he give me 5? You know, why is he, you know, I mean, but then other people have done it and they've had good success with it. So it's kind of hard to say what's right and what's not. My suggestion though is if you think that the ebook isn't cutting it as far as like getting enough attention or being like enough of a value, then what I would do is add a video, maybe turn it into a video, maybe send it to Fiverr and have someone turn it into a screencast video so that you can add a video to it. And then once you have the video, you can rip the video, you can rip the audio from the video. And so then you have an MP3, then you have a video, and you have an ebook. So then it's a lot more valuable, or at least it has a lot more perceived value. And yeah, Stan said test. Yeah, that's you can always put up a second squeeze page and see which one gets more opt-ins. Absolutely, absolutely. And if you're using Aweber, it's pretty. You can track it by the web form, just by creating a new web form and giving it a different name like web form 2 or something. And then at the end of the week, just go and look and see which one has the most opt-ins. The most opt-ins per views. You're very welcome, George. Cool. So if anyone has any questions about the coaching package, feel free to put them in there. If you're wondering what's included, what would be involved, if maybe it's right for you, then if you have questions, let me know. I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to do a hard sell on any of you. I know if you have the money and you see the value, then you'll take advantage of it. But there's no more questions. I think I can. I'll go ahead and stop the replay. So I'll go ahead and finish it up. For those of you watching, the replay, I can't guarantee this will still be available for $4.97 or at all. Hey, if you're watching the replay and they're still available, then you feel free to grab your spot now. You'll see the update underneath the buy button when you visit. So feel free to grab your spot now. $4.97. You're saving over $1,000. If you have any questions, let me know. You can submit them to my help desk at support.cobywright.com. Again, this is Coby with cobywright.com signing off. Thanks for showing up.